Hey guys, Tyler Spring with another video, and today we're going to be rebuilding the Detroit Lions. This is an interesting team who just traded away their star quarterback and are definitely in a rebuild and are in need of some help. So I'm going to be making Dan Campbell the coach. I'm gonna pick strategists because I like to scout. We'll go ahead, get Dan the man Campbell. Interesting hire for the Lions. Didn't really expect them to hire Dan Campbell. I was thinking more like Eric Bieniemy or Robert Saleh, but it worked out. We'll roll with this for Dan the man. Offensive playbook, we're gonna use Tennessee. Defense, we're gonna use Jacksonville. Those are the ones I like. So Dan Campbell, and we're gonna be starting in Super Bowl week.
Once you're ready, go ahead and select Advance Week to get to your next game.
We'll see who wins the Super Bowl here. Chiefs in kind of a blowout. We got some players to re-sign here. The Lions just offered Kenny Galladay $16 million a year in real life, and he declined it. I'm going to be trying to get Kenny Galladay in this. I think he's a franchise cornerstone for this team. Perfect. We re-signed our boy Kenny Galladay. I'm gonna let Marvin Jones walk. I'm gonna let Deron Harmon walk. Matt Prater walk. Everson Griffin, Darrell Roberts, Geronimo Allison, Sanu, Ford. I'll re-sign Jamal Agnew. Actually, yeah, I will. He's a great kick returner and punt returner. Jared Davis is interesting here. I am gonna bring him back on a 2-year deal. Dan Campbell said that he still sees a lot in Jared Davis and thinks maybe coaching is one of the issues, that he hasn't performed up to standards. I'm not gonna go ahead and re-sign any of those players. We can get them in free agency if we want. This isn't a realistic rebuild, so yeah, I'm fine with that. We'll go ahead and advance to stage 1. Let's see who's there. We don't have much cap space. I actually have to go cut some people. I gotta see where all the money's tied up at. So we gotta trade Stafford to the Rams still. I'm gonna go ahead and cut Nick Williams. Terrible contract. I don't know what the Lions are doing with that one. Danny Shelton, he's gone too. And then we're also gonna go ahead. We're gonna keep Joe Dahl for now because he's a solid. Well, we might cut him after the draft, but the rest of these players, I'm fine with keeping on the team. I know Chase Daniel will be a cut candidate next year. I'm fine with carry on. And actually, I want to get rid of Nick Bodden. I don't like how he's turned out. And I like Jason Kabinda a little bit more. Fine with the receivers and tight end. This is horrible. Halapoulivaati Vaitai. I mean, I don't know what the Lions are doing here. This is just disgusting. I mean, I don't know. He doesn't even start. He had like 4 starts this year for the Lions. Terrible contract. Romeo Okwara was a nice surprise this year. I guess I'll keep these guys for now. I'll do a little bit more cuts by preseason and during preseason, but I mean, everyone else here should be fine for now. Definitely want to cut Christian Jones maybe next year. I think his contract is up next year, so I won't be cutting. I'll just let him go. But Justin Coleman, trade candidate next year. Same with Trufant. But everybody else here is probably fine. So I'm gonna go ahead in the free agency and take a look at who's here, what I can spend. I know that I'm gonna look for a wide receiver. Don't want to take one too high in the draft. I think that there's a lot of good, solid options here for the Lions, and especially with them getting a quarterback in the draft, hopefully. I mean, I don't see them being very good without one in the draft, certainly having Jared Goff, but I think that they're going to go ahead and try to still build a good offense so that Jared Goff or the next quarterback can still be good. And if Jared Goff does play well, then they can trade him for like a second-round pick. But I'm going to go ahead and try to get Tyrell Williams. I like him as a wide receiver to deep threat. 2-year deal. And then I don't think there's rumors about them getting Juju Smith, but I don't think the Lions will get Juju. I could see them, Kendrick Bourne, Willie Snead, maybe Rashad Higgins. I'm gonna throw an offer at Rashad Higgins too. Kind of low balls, but not really players that are expected to make a big impact. Good for tight end, good for left tackle. Left guard is good, center is great, right guard is fine, and Terrell Crosby. So the Lions have a solid offensive line. I'll maybe take a right guard in the draft, but I'm good with the edge rushers, maybe a backup D tackle. There's nobody I like here, then I'll just leave it. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna sign anybody here. I'll just let that go. We're kind of short on money. No need to make a free agency signing. Be right outside linebacker. I don't really. They might make a signing on the outside linebacker, but I think they're pretty short with money. I don't see them doing too much. They'll be fine at corner for now. I am gonna go ahead and I'm gonna go put Will Harris to free safety, and then I'm gonna try to sign Will Lutz. And then the Lions will be set at kicker for a long time. That's all I'm gonna do for free agency. We'll go ahead and simulate to the next week and see who we got.
All combine stats, such as the 40-yard dash, are now
So we got the kicker. That was it. So hopefully we can get one of those receivers. Otherwise, we're gonna be screwed. But I use Bengals 2021 draft class. It's all right. There's definitely some things I would change, but it's pretty solid.
Here's a list of all the players that will appear in the upcoming draft.
The Lions need a quarterback. I think that's what I'm going to aim for with my first pick. And unless there's, I don't know, I mean, there'd have to be, Sewell would have to maybe be there, Micah Parsons, Jamar Chase. One of these guys would have to, one of those top tier guys would have to be there for me to pass on a quarterback. But I feel like the first pick is going to be QB for me. I don't have many scouting points because I started at the Super Bowl week, which is fine with me. I'd be more unexpected. So we didn't get Tyrell Williams. That actually kind of sucks. That's who I was hoping to get, but we did offer him a pretty low contract. So I believe we offered Rashad Higgins our other contract. If we don't get him, I'll have to go and try to sign another quarterback. Looks like the rest of these quarterbacks aren't worth drafting, but quarterback is definitely gonna be what I try to get with my first pick. So Rashard Higgins, excuse me, is still looking at our contract. Marvin Jones is still there. I don't think they'll sign Funchess. He is pretty big, but I'm not gonna offer Willie Snead that big of a contract. Maybe Kendrick Bourne or Demarcus Robinson. I'll definitely look back if we can't get Rashard Higgins. But I'm gonna go ahead and advance to the last stage of free agency, and hopefully we got him. Oh, we didn't. I might offer Rashard Higgins a little bit more money, but in the meantime, I think I'm gonna put my scouting points into linebackers, because that is for sure the Lions' most important need.
Welcome to Draft Week. All the
Looks like I
effort you spend
can't
scouting
give him
comes
more
down
money,
to
but
this.
I'll
Start the
try to
draft
sign
whenever
him.
you're ready.
Yeah, he didn't take our offer. I'll go ahead and sign him in free agency after the draft. But let me quickly go ahead and trade Matt Stafford. Obviously in real life he was traded for 2 first-round picks in the future, a 3rd rounder this year, and Goff. I don't think that's what we're gonna get, especially not this 3rd rounder, but I'll try to get the 3 and the 1, and then I'll try to trade for Goff. Oh, I'm gonna have to include Goff, otherwise they're not gonna have money. I don't think this will go through. I'm gonna have to throw in players that weren't included in this trade just to make it work, but kind of sucks, but it's whatever. I could have put in Danny Shelton, but that's okay. I might have to put in Jared Davis. Oh boy, this is... Maybe I'll try to trade for the 1st round pick next year and just get this. They need to add trade override in Madden, because this is pretty bad. Alright, I'm gonna just get this trade over with. Hopefully they accept this. Still declined, wow. Oh man, I really don't want to give a 4th round pick, but I think I'm gonna have to. I mean, they gotta fix this, because this is just bad. I'm being really stingy here. What's the issue? Is it salary cap? Looks like we're gonna have to trade Stafford after the draft. That's unfortunate.
The Jaguars are now on the clock.
So I'm assuming the Jaguars are gonna take Trevor Lawrence.
The Jets are now on the
Jets, Zach Wilson or Justin Fields.
clock. The Dolphins are now on the clock.
Dolphins, who knows?
The Falcons are now on the clock.
Probably Micah Parsons.
The Bengals are now on the clock.
Maybe Jamar Chase here.
The Eagles
Oh,
are now
Russo.
on the clock.
So it looks like And we're gonna go ahead and probably take Zach Wilson out of BYU. Really like this pick. Let me see where Trey Lance is. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna go ahead and take Zach Wilson. This would be a great pick for Detroit at 7 if they really get him.
Panthers are now on the
Hidden Dev, 74 overall. We'll go ahead and sim to our next pick.
The Lions are now on the clock.
The Lions can't even trade Stafford officially until the new year. So I'm not too worried about him still being on the roster for now. Oof, a lot of good wide receivers here. Tutu Atwell. I think that's Denzel Newsome. Seth Williams. Tamarian Terry. Sage Surratt. Kadarius Toney. Chris Olave. Amon Ross St. Brown. Terrence Marshall. I'll probably wait on wide receiver. And I'll probably end up taking a linebacker. I think I'm gonna go ahead and take Cameron McGrone. Either him or Chaz Surratt. Maybe even Hamil Carr or Shed. We could use a middle linebacker. McGrone is from Michigan. I'm gonna go ahead and take him. He does have hidden dev. I like that. So star or better. Who knows? That's a great second pick.
Are now on the clock.
Ooh, Andre Cisco falls to the 3rd. I think I'm gonna take a wide receiver here. Roche and Trask still there. Chris Olave. Oh man, that's probably gonna be our guy. Tony is still there. Surratt. Oh, there's a bunch of them, but I think I'm gonna have to go with Chris Olave. I think that's amazing that he's still there.
The Panthers are now
Look at that. He was probably projected mid-second round. That's a great pick. Didn't even scout him. Alright, 4th pick.
The Lions are now on the
Let's see who's here. Maybe we'll take another wide receiver. Oh, Tyler Shelvin. Still here. Kadarius Toney. Let's look at outside linebackers still. Not much. Not liking corners, safeties. Maybe we'll go ahead and trade down here and try to get some more draft picks. I'll take a look at what is available for trade. Oh, so far not liking it. Oh, a 3rd rounder next year. That's probably gonna be what I go with. Yeah, I think I'll just take the 3rd rounder next year.
Teams filling out cards. You know what that
Not
means?
really,
We've got
not really looking to pick a player here in the 4th round. There was nobody that I liked at that spot.
The Lions are now on the
And we got a 3rd rounder out of it, so that's not too bad. Okay, I definitely am gonna want to take one of those two guys, I think. Oh, Trey Sermon is here. I do like Trey Sermon, and I think I'm gonna get rid of Kerryon Johnson. And I think Trey Sermon would be a great pick here. I'm gonna take Trey Sermon.
The Jets are now on the clock.
A little bit of a reach, but he's a good power back. Ohio State.
Lions are now on the clock.
Okay, Marco Wilson is still here. I think I'm gonna go ahead and take him. He's probably projected very low, but 3rd round talent.
The Panthers are now on the clock.
Definitely a bit of a reach, but looks like he'll be a work in progress. And that'll be the end of our draft. Not too bad. Marco Wilson will probably be on the practice squad. But we got a couple great players. Obviously quarterback of the future. Zach Wilson, Cameron McGrone, Chris Olave. Those are 3 great picks. Sermon and Wilson, I mean, it's hard to draft when you're not able to scout, so those were just blind picks, you know, 3rd round talent. I just took Marco Wilson. Trey Sermon is a decent powerback. Not too worried about those 2 selections there. And I'm gonna go ahead and advance to preseason,
Your week by installing your game plan.
and we're gonna try to go ahead and trade Stafford now to the Rams for Goff. He went down 2 overalls, so that's not too good. Goff stayed the same. And then we'll see what draft picks we can get out of him. If we can just get that 1st round pick. Yeah, definitely not gonna happen. Obviously something needs to be added in the game where you can force trades. But I think that I'm gonna trade Jared Davis because we don't need him. I'm probably gonna have to give up another draft pick, which is whatever. Maybe I'll give up that 3rd rounder that I got. I might be able to get a little bit more out of this. Oh man, I really don't want to have to give a 2nd rounder. Oh jeez, probably gonna have to give a 2nd round pick. I don't really feel comfortable with that. Maybe I'll try to get that 1st round pick some other way, but I'll just go for the next year first. And this will be a lot easier to get. Let me try tossing in that 3rd. I'm being stingy. Alright, so that's the trade. It's probably the best we'll be able to do. Obviously, Stafford has way more trade value in real life compared to Madden, where they have him at a disrespectful 79. And I am going to trade Kerryon Johnson. Now, I'm trying to think who would need a running back. Maybe... I'm not sure. The Patriots, we're in trade talks about a year ago. I'll probably trade him to the Patriots. And he still has some potential. I think that we could maybe get a 3rd round pick out of him. I guess not. We'll try to get a 4th. Otherwise, I'll take a next year 3rd. Alright, 4th round pick isn't too bad for Kerryon, who didn't quite work out. He did have the first 100-yard game since, what was it, Reggie Bush in 2012 for the Lions. So that wasn't too bad. Well, we're going to go ahead and go to the regular season. Set our season goal.
Start the regular season by selecting your season goal.
Well, we're going to rebuild here, so I think I'm going to go for 4 wins, and that might be the best we get. We got some upgradable players here. Evan Brown, both 55 overall. And that is going to be the end of the video, but so far the roster is looking a lot different with Zach Wilson and Jared Goff, and then Kerryon is gone. Danny Amendola and Marvin Jones switched out for Chris Olave, and then cut Danny Shelton. I'm gonna probably cut Kevin Strong too. Don't need Kevin Strong on the team. And then outside linebacker is the same there. We got McGrone, who I think I'm gonna put at outside linebacker probably. Yeah, I'm gonna have to sign some middle linebackers, but I'm gonna put McGrone at outside linebacker. Right outside linebacker, so he plays ahead of Christian Jones. He should go up to about a 73. And I'll go and sign. Oh, he goes up to a 74, so see, that's pretty good. And then we got, obviously, we had a couple of good corners, but I mean, obviously the best one, Okudah, is not well, maybe he's not the best. He's not playing like the best. But we're going to go ahead and put, actually, Will Harris is more like a strong safety. We're going to swap Tracy Walker back to his, I think his original position is free safety. So we'll put him back to free safety. Keep Will Harris at strong safety. Tracy Walker is the same overall. And we have Will Lutz. We can get rid of our other kicker. So we got a new kicker. Still got Jack Fox and Kerryon Johnson trade. And then I don't remember what that was from. But then we got the Rams first round pick and the 6th round pick. So yeah, Stafford's off the team. We got week 1 coming up. We're going to be facing against the Seattle Seahawks. Thank you guys for watching the vid. And I'll be back with episode 2 within the next couple days. Alright, thank you. Remember to subscribe.